of this. I wear this because people are a bit disappointed I'm not a triangular green lady with a great big pencil. I'm here to talk to you about improving writing through blogging with a particular reference to a passion of mine, which is the 100-word challenge. But before we start, I'll take my breath away. Hands up those who are secondary colleagues. It's all right, it's not a test. Come on, if you're a secondary colleague, put your hand up. You two at the back.
No, we're sixth form.
Yeah. Sixth form. Oh, sixth form. Big school. Thank you. Hands up. Hands up if you're primary, early years, other. We haven't got any other tonight, have we? Sometimes we have other. Hands up those of you who've got a class blog. Excellent. Hands down. Hands up those of you who are thinking of getting a class blog. Excellent. Hands down. Hands up if you've got a clue what I'm talking about. Excellent. Well done. Okay, right. This is about blogging. It's also about writing. It's mainly about writing, but I'm going to mention blogging. Oh, Tom's gone. Thank you. You can move on. Writing's always causing a problem. Ever since I was a teacher, which was back when Noah was around, writing was a problem. But we never seem to get to the point of what the problem was. And for me, I think it's because we don't ask our clients, which are the children. And I suspect if we asked them, they would say something like this, well, why bother? It's boring. Who reads it? We'll do it later in life. Apart from lesson plans, school reports, when was the last time any of you did any writing, actual writing, or what was it? Shopping list. Thank you. Shopping list. That's where most of us go. So I think they've actually got a point. Why should they have to do this writing when, they don't see adults writing? Okay. Along comes blogging. Blogging is a fairly new phenomenon, and it really is causing quite a stir in the areas where there are blogs for children to engage in. I haven't got time tonight because we've got lots of presentations to actually show you some of the fantastic blogs out there, but we have some brilliant class blogs represented here, and I'll also leave you a link to go and investigate yourself. But if you're thinking about putting together a class blog, do it, because it does make a huge difference to the children's motivation and to their confidence, because they are then given a purpose for doing it, other than pleasing Miss or Sir. Right, so where does the 100-word challenge come in? It's very simple. I'm a very simple lady, do things very simply. I set a prompt. The children have, you've guessed it, 100 words to produce a creative piece of writing. This is linked to their class blog, and then a link is sent very magically to 100wc.net, where it is available for the world to see. Sort of prompts I use are sentence prompts. You'll see here there are no capital letters. As soon as you put a capital letter on it, you are instructing the youngster, without realising it, that it has to go at the beginning of a sentence. And I guarantee if any of these had capital letters in, a lot of the children would actually start their pieces of writing with that sentence. And that may not actually fit in with what they want. So the idea is to really stress the creative. We don't worry about punctuation and spelling. That's for you to do. 100-word is just to really encourage the creativity of the children's writing. Next sort of prompts are picture prompts. I discovered very early on that children love to write about blood and gore. And I really got very worried about this and thought, right, okay, I'm going to produce a picture. I'm going to encourage them not to write about blood and gore. And on this occasion, I gave them a picture of an elephant, suckling its legs, its trunk back, and it was smiling. It really was smiling. It was under this wonderful waterfall, having a wonderful time. And I thought, right, no blood and gore. But of course, what I didn't know was that there was a group of hunters round the back of the waterfall, ready to come out, and very soon they'd cut the elephant up and were selling the ivory. So I thought, right, okay, I'm not going to stop you writing about blood and gore. What I am going to do is try to really get your imaginations working. So the pictures that I post, most of them are of things that have taken my interest, And we've had some pretty amazing things from them. So that's the second sort of prompts. Last sort of prompts are individual words, and you'll see that they've all got capital letters. They can be put anywhere at all in the writing. They can be in any order. And the children really quite like these. As a blogger myself, I find this one really quite boring, but it's not for me, it's for the children. Okay. Now, if you want to take part in this, and I do encourage you all to have a go, you go to 100wc.net. Very easy to remember, toilets, fish. Go to 100wc, and this is, there you are, you see, you won't be able to forget that now. And when you get there, this is what you'll see. This is the site, right up in the top corner, 100wc. Then you scroll down, if we have yellow survey, click again. Scroll down, I usually do a bit of a blurb. If it's in red, I'm usually telling people off that they haven't linked properly. But you scroll down until you get to the prompt. And on this one, it is, what is that? And if you have a look, can you just click for me? There we go. Excellent. And if you click, oh, no, back. And again. That's it, excellent. And if you have, right, now click, one click. Excellent. And you'll see that there are already some entries coming up. These blue entries are actually hyperlinks. And you'll see that they're already there. Okay, if you click just one more, brilliant. You go right the way down to the bottom of the list. This week wasn't a very good week because it was about 360. We're now up to 700 entries each week. So you come all the way down the bottom to where it says click here to enter, and you click, and it will take you to another page. And you have two boxes, click, click, to fill in. The top box, you put the child's Christian name, just their Christian name, we want to keep them safe. Year group, so that we've got some idea of the age. School name, and if there's room in the box, a location. That really does help. And then in the second box, you put the URL, the address that's right at the top of the post, not of your blog, of the post. That's very important. And then at the bottom, you'll see enter here, and it is miraculously put onto the site. I would have done it, but we haven't really got the time. Okay? Right. What makes 100-word challenge is this. So you could set a title for children, whether they're in sixth form, whether they're in the big school, whether they're in primary school. You set titles all the time. What is the difference that makes 100-word challenge so different? It's this. And I really was blown away when I read this, and I had never thought about it, either as a teacher or as a head teacher. The unread story is not a story. It is little black marks on wood pulp. The reader, reading it, makes it live, a live thing, a story. And that's where 100-word challenge comes in, because I have to, somebody told me I had to refer to we, but it is actually me and my study. But anyway, I provide that audience. I have a team, which you will hear about later. Okay, the comments that children get, which is where blogging comes in. The children, you need to click and they'll come up. Okay, you won't be able to read most of these. And again, and again, and again, and one last one. Thank you. These are some of the comments that children have written. This is the purpose that blogging gives children for their work. And I'm talking about writing, but it can be absolutely anything. It can be a science experiment, it can be a piece of drama, it can be their PE. Put it on the blog, make it available for the world, people will come and comment. And those comments will make the children absolutely want to do it again and want to do it better. Okay, the way you'll need to click again, and again, Fabulous. Oh, you're doing brilliantly. Okay, I provide the comments through Team 100. And for those in sixth form and any secondary colleagues we've got here, this may actually be something that we could work together on. Team 100, at the moment I've got about 70 volunteers. They are grown-ups, they have to be grown-ups. They're teachers, they're grandmas, they're students, they're ladies and gentlemen with a bit of time on their hands. They don't have to be teachers at all. They're given 10 numbers and they go in each week and comment on those 10 numbers. They will be different children each week because their posts will be put up at different times during the week. So if your students would actually like to take on the task of commenting, it would be really good on UCAS forms, or really good on personal profiles to actually be part of this. I have some schools that use commenting as an up-levelling exercise. So year 6 at the moment particularly, they will go in each Wednesday, about the middle of the week, make some comments and actually up-level, do their editing. So 100 word is actually used in all sorts of ways. But that might be something that the grown-ups in the audience might consider. Okay. It's only 100 words has become my mantra. I didn't know it was going to be. It's given me a second career that I didn't know I wanted. And I am waiting to retire. But can you go back again? You're terribly keen. It's only 100 words. I want you to think about those primary colleagues particularly. I want you to think about your class. I want you to think about a writing exercise. You've said you're going to do some writing. I want you to think about the group that really struggles. You're going to say, right, we're going to do some writing. They're likely mostly to be boys. Apologies, chaps. And you say to them, oh, but it's only 100 words. It's not even a page full. And it's amazing. Only 100 words. They have no concept of what that means, but only 100 words doesn't sound much. And they'll actually have a go. Think about your high flyers, quite often girls. They're the ones that write pages and pages and pages, particularly if they're in year 6, all of which has to be marked. And you say to them, only 100 words. Can't write all those pages. So 100 words does actually cover the whole range. If, and I know some of you are hoping to start class blogs, if you're trying to get parents involved, and you say, oh, you know, do pop in, do leave a comment. Oh, I haven't got time. Oh, Mrs. Smith, it's only 100 words. It doesn't take you very long at all. Just sort of pop in, have a read, and leave a comment. So it's only 100 words, incredibly powerful. It is having a huge impact on writing across the world. I feel very privileged of being able to say that. Actually, 86 countries and territories are involved, and all sorts of wonderful things are happening. So, thank you. If you go to this site, this is the head's office, this is my proper professional site, which I do very little on. You'll see that there is a post there, links for Teachmeet Hampshire, with lots and lots of fantastic blogs for you to look at, and also some hints and tips of writing, and also some really good ways of getting free bloggers to get you started. Thank you very much.